Hello, welcome to the improvements and shortcomings video for the project Study Buddy of summer 2025. If I had to work on this project any further, or if I had to hand it to somebody else, these are the main improvements that I would work on, or I will try to elaborate on, since the main shortcomings of the of the project are are that it has no accounts. It's run locally, so there's no the only way to run this in this project is through a local host and by running the AI locally through Olama. If I have more time to work on this, or if I had to scale up, I would I would try to find a way to run this on an external server and make it so that it's not locally run, so that it doesn't take up uh, the users. It doesn't take up resources of the user's uh, local computer. Also, so that it runs more standardized with how apps normally work. That and so that it's easier for the average user to use this, and since normally people don't know how to run local apps like this. Also, I would like to I would like to first work on. Apart from that, I would like to also work on user accounts and storing decks. Right now, the only way to preserve a deck will be to export it to a PDF and then move it to Quizlet or keep it as a PDF. The This could be improved upon by creating an account system in which you could create an account, and inside that account it is stored. Every deck you made is stored, so that you could look up on it later, or maybe improve it with other improvements that we would work on later. That way, if I, like, for example, I want to log out of this computer and I go to another computer, I can just log in and I have all of my decks. Another improvement that we could work on, and that is a shortcoming currently, is that there's no way to criticize the AI or send some feedback on the quality of these generations. We could create a feedback system in which we can rate our cards and give some kind of feedback, like, oh, it's too short, or it's not thorough enough, or it needs to be longer, so that the AI, next time it generates, it can generate something more towards the user's liking. This way, so that the user can get out of the app what they actually came for. Maybe they want something more, a longer definition for what is a coliseum, or something shorter. Another improvement that I can see adding will be some kind of space repetition algorithm, where the app itself notifies the user every certain amount of time to study a subject over long periods of time. Maybe the week before the exam you want to go over a different topic related to the exam every day. You could maybe do that, make it so that you get notified to study from certain sets every day. Another thing that we could work on that could be improved is a mobile app version, since people normally don't use these types of services on computers. At least students, most students don't really use their computers all that much for this type of studying, and it could make it a lot more casual studying. So maybe you're like on your free time and you don't know what to do. You could just open the app on your phone and like study something quick. Another Another thing to that we could add lastly will be a speech to text implementation, or image based OCR, which will be to either like give the prompt either through speech, where the app transcribes what you're telling it, and it knows and then uses that as a prompt for to generate more cards, or image based OCR, where I could, like, for example, send it an image, and it transcribes what is in the image to make flashcards based on that, so that the LLM could take the text from, like, your notes and make a whole flashcard set based on those notes, so that you can study something more specific. I feel like these were both the biggest shortcomings and the biggest improvements that that we could work on in the future in this project if I ever come back to it, or if somebody else takes over and wants to maybe improve upon it, improve upon what we have.